Oh, hi. Great to see you again. My name's Claude Massey. Welcome back to the channel. I've missed you so much, but I want to share some ideas in this video today, which I believe will be incredibly relevant to the levels of happiness and satisfaction in your life. So let's begin. Someone asked me today a really great question, which is, how do I know what profession, which job would give me fulfillment? And that's a really, really relevant question to ask oneself, because that's what we're all looking for, is happiness in life. And we're looking to be fulfilled in our job. Of course, we want to be financially remunerated properly, of course, right? Let's make some money. But we also want to be happy. And so in this video, I want to give you just a few tips that I'm sure will help you figure that out. So the first thing I want you to do is to understand the question itself is a question of self-exploration, meaning you will need to go into yourself in order to figure out the answer of what would make you happy, what type of job you could enjoy. You've got to go inward. So it's going to take effort and focus and quiet time and alone time to actually get to this answer. And so that's the prerequisite. You're not going to reach the answer unless you're willing to sit with yourself and contemplate some things about yourself. And one of the tips out of the few I'm going to give you today are about taking more steps towards self-awareness. Now, one thing you can do is take a self-personality test, I guess, a Briggs-Myers test, or a DISC personality test. What you're ultimately trying to figure out is what is your base personality. There is a possibility that you could want a profession and a job that is not at all suitable to your nature. And so because you're going inward, and you will be forced to do so in a free personality test, remember the DISC, D-I-S-C, profile personality test, just Google it. And then also you can take the free Briggs-Myers test. Now, either one of these tests will give you a series of questions which you need to answer honestly, and you'll get an understanding, a result of your natural personality type. And that will be one element of understanding that you will achieve about yourself. Okay, this is who I am as a person, is what you're going to understand. Now, after you've done that, your next step and my next suggestion would be to ask yourself this question and get yourself a notebook for this one. And the question is, what would you do for passion? What would you do with your time? What would you do with your life if you did not have to earn money? So you wouldn't want to sit on the beach all day, every day. It would be a waste of your life, a waste of your time. You wouldn't want to do nothing and lounge around all the time. I'm pretty sure and hopeful you wouldn't, right? But you would want to be engaged in activities. Now, these activities are what you are naturally pursuing with your quote-unquote free time, right? So you don't need to work to make money, so you just want to do the things you enjoy. So what would you do? List that down. Understand what you would actually like to do with your time. Take the marketplace. Take a job out of the equation. Take money out of the equation. What do you enjoy doing with your time? And the third thing that I want to recommend for you, and I think this might be where there's tremendous value, is analyzing what did you want to do as a child, combined with what are you naturally good at. So every one of us is born with natural talents. And naturally, as young children, we would want to put these talents to work. Yes, before society squashed all of our dreams and before we had to sit in a chair for hours at a time and raise our hand to speak in the public school system and ridicule of colleagues and coworkers and other people limiting our vision. As young children, we had dreams. I know you did. And those dreams are relevant because you are naturally, or were at least, naturally being called towards these actions. And these actions were an occupation. So you want to understand what job you wanted as a child, and you want to then break that down into actions. These actions are directly connected to what you are good at as a person. So on your notebook, you're going to have 2, maybe 3 different topics, depending if you want to combine the final 2. The first thing you want to have in your notebook, of course, you'll have your personality test. You'll understand whether you're a dominant or a steadfast, or you'll understand the DISC personality test. That's the first thing you'll know. And the second thing you'll know is what you want to do if money was not in it, the equation. If money wasn't a question, what would you do with your time? And the third thing, combined kind of with the fourth thing, is what did you want to do with as a child? And what are you naturally good at? What are you naturally good at? Number 1. And then take it a level deeper. If you can't get the answer by asking yourself, then ask other people. But you want to look at a list of things you are naturally good at, and other people can tell you things and they're probably true. They're probably right. Don't fight with what other people tell you. You are probably naturally good at it. And then tie that in with what you used to want to do as a child, your first career dreams. Tie those 2 together. Tie it in with what you want to do with your free time if money wasn't in the equation. And then tie that in with your personality type after taking a personality quiz. There's a lot of different pathways where you can come to this answer. And the answer to the question is so relevant and so important. Once again, how do you find what you would love to do for a job? What you should do with your career? And I hope this video helped. Take care and see you soon.